Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. So on our previous video we found out the price of Bitcoin in the medium short term could show some more weakness, get attracted towards the key line of support before deciding the trend direction one more time. And if you look at the price action right now, the price of Bitcoin after losing the support from this rising trend line here in a smaller time frame has started to show weakness. I mean the line which previously acted as a strong line of support rejected the price while it was trying to re-enter above it around 31,000 range, and since then we are clearly showing weakness. So if this trend continuation is going to happen, the price of Bitcoin is expected to show further corrective movement towards 29,000 to 29,500 between that range before deciding the trend direction one more time, because we know not just only because of this rising trend line, but we also said, hey, retracement around 29,000 to 29,500 could also be a retest from this Livermore speculative chart. Yes, this here is in a smaller time frame. This Livermore speculative chart is also clearly indicating us the price before it shows another continuation here to the upside. First, it needs to show a corrective movement towards this lower trend line. The line is always considered as a strong line of support. This is exactly where we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get gravitated before showing another movement here to the upside, just like as shown here in an example, because after finding support around this 0.7 usually starts new impulsive movement. But for that, as I've been very clear, we need to find support above 29,000 to 29,500 in the medium short term, because if you look at the price structure in a bit different way, you can see, guys, even according to this Williams alligator indicator, the price of Bitcoin in the medium short term could come back to test the support from this monthly arrow line before deciding the trend direction. So that's why for us it's very important the price of Bitcoin remains above 29,000 to 29,500 in the medium short term, because remaining above that range means the price after testing the key line of support could show further continuation here to the upside. And in that case, R2 and R3 is going to be looked as our upcoming target for this month of June. Yes, guys, for this month of June, according to the CPR indicator, our leading indicator, 31,600 is the R2 line, and the best case scenario for this month is going to be around 33,400 range. So any sort of a movement to the downside, this R1 line along with the CPR line is going to be looked as one of the most important line of support for Bitcoin. And for us, the most important support is definitely the June CPR, because if we can close the candle, this monthly candle for June above 28,000, according to the CPR indicator, the next month CPR could be an ascending CPR, and an ascending CPR only gets formed right when the trend is preparing itself for this impulsiveness. Yes, the price of Bitcoin after some range bound could show further continuation here to the upside. And now, even if we look at this price structure in a bit different way, yes, we have been talking about this rising trend line and the support from this Fibonacci line. In our case, the price came back to test the support just like here from the past price action along with the 0.5.618 Fibonacci line. We had a very nice relief rally. So in our case, this exact scenario played out. Price started showing impulsiveness, and now we are getting some resistance or facing some resistance around this previous high. In the medium short term, if this does leads to another continuation here to the downside, even in a daily time frame, this rising trend line around 28,000 is going to be acting as a strong line of support, and we know 28,000 is also the support from this June CPR line. So we just need the candle, the monthly candle, to remain above 28,000. That's all what we're asking Bitcoin to do, close above 28,000. And now if this here is going to be another shakeout, right, because the price after getting attracted towards the previous high facing some resistance is going to lead to continuation here to the downside, then we know this Williams alligator indicator between 27,991 or let's say 28,000 to 29,000 is going to be additional support for Bitcoin. Yes, in the past price action, if you look at this one here, during an uptrend, right, during an uptrend, price usually finds support above the CPR line. You can see each and every retracement, price finding support at the CPR line has always led to some very nice impulsive movement. Each and every time the price got attracted towards this CPR line, it has acted as a strong line of support. So in our case, since the price of Bitcoin has also started to form this bullish crossover, this means any sort of a retracement, any sort of a weakness in the medium short term, these lines are going to be acting as a strong line of support, and we are also expecting the price after that to continue this uptrend here in this manner, because we know indicators are still bullish. RSI looking bullish, MACD bullish crossover, TTCCI still in a positive territory, and even in a bigger frame yesterday I showed you very clearly, we know we have broken one of the most important resistance line here in a weekly time frame, the upper line from this descending channel. If we look at this carefully, this resistance line has already been broken. Now if the price of Bitcoin does shows continuation here to the downside, I mean a retracement in the medium short term, you can see this rising trend line around 28,000, 29,000 is going to be acting as a support, along with this Williams alligator indicator, along with this CPI line, and now also this rising trend line here in a weekly time frame. So any sort of a weakness, the price in the medium short term could be coming back to test the previous temporary resistance line, right, like this, before turning bullish. So that's why guys, that's why here in a bigger frame, we just need the price of Bitcoin to close the monthly above 28,000 and also break the resistance around 32,000 range, because once we do that, once we flip this resistance into support, the price of Bitcoin is also going to continue this cup and handle pattern type of formation, which is playing out here in a weekly time frame. So according to this weekly time frame, you can see the price of Bitcoin is looking bullish, but in the medium short term there might be some exhaustion, right, and price getting attracted towards this 29,000 and slowly starting this new impulsive movement, just like as shown here in an example. So this were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.